Hi girls, welcome to Sephora. Can I
Lady, you got drunk elephant or not?
Oh, it's over there.
Oh my gosh, Izzy, I see it. Hi, my friend and I are looking for the rare beauty blushes.
Oh, the rare beauty blushes are gonna be
You're
over
a
there.
liar! I checked already and it wasn't even there. You're not even doing your job properly, lady.
Is there like a specific shade that you're looking for?
Show her the picture. Show the lady the
Let
picture.
me find it.
No, let's go over there and show her. Over here. My friend's gonna take you and show you. Come on.
Okay, so we ran out of the shade Encourage, but we do have Lucky, which works just as
That's
good.
not what I asked for. I literally wanted it in a specific shade. I wanted Encourage, and you bring me the wrong shade that I did not ask for. My dad, who is the president of Temu, will not be happy about this, and you'll be out of a job.
Excuse me, do you guys sell the Ordinary here?
No, honey, but I can suggest Wishful Skin.
Ah, you're so useless.
Excuse me, which retinol product do you recommend?
Aren't you like 9?
FYI, I'm actually turning 10 tomorrow, so basically...
Where's your mother? Okay, sweetie, your total's gonna be $10,364.62. Is your mom or dad gonna pay?
Oh, no, I just took it out of my life savings, so technically, it's my money that I'm gonna be
Sweetie,
using.
I don't think
Are
that's
you
a
dumb?
good...
I said it was my money, you potato with lashes.
What?
I genuinely thought you guys were exaggerating when you guys were telling your stories about the little girls in Sephora. They are actually insane. It happened about 2 days ago and I didn't want to tell this story because I do have a younger audience and I didn't want anyone mad at me. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm just telling my experience. So for Christmas, me and my sister, we got like a lot of Sephora gift cards and we were like, all right, let's go spend it even though we don't really need anything. Let's just go for fun. So the second that me and my sister walk through the door of Sephora, literally right as we're walking in through the door, me and her both look at each other like, because we see a little girl, like 10 years old max, actually 9 years old max. I mean, I didn't stop and ask the little girl, hey, how old are you? But she looked very, very young. And she had a basket filled with stuff. Like, I mean, filled. So I walk over to the drunk elephant section because I haven't tried the Goldie Drops and I like really wanted to try them. Me and my sister were just kind of like scanning all the products, seeing if there's like any new drunk elephant products. And there was another little girl at the drunk elephant stuff with us. Okay, let me word this as best as I can. So there was another little girl over there around her age, and I guess she was looking for something. And the friend, the one that we seen in the beginning that had so much stuff in her basket, let's call her Basket Girl. Basket Girl walks over there. I guess like her friend or sister or whatever that was already at the drunk elephant stuff with us, with me and my sister. She goes, oh my gosh, they don't have it. Like she literally screamed it. And then they started like mixing stuff with the drunk elephant tester. Then they start opening up the packaged items that you buy and they start mixing those. The packaged items that we're supposed to buy, they're mixing them, using them, and then putting it back into the packet. My sister has no balls. I wasn't gonna say anything, but she did. She said, you guys can't be doing that. The little girl goes, who asked you? My sister's exact words were, you're like 5, where's your mom? While this is going on, we kind of like shifted more towards the Glow Recipe stuff because the drunk elephant and Glow Recipe were like right next to each other. I guess the little girl got mad about that comment that my sister made about where is your mom? And I thought y'all were lying. I thought y'all were lying. The Lord can vouch for me. I thought you guys were lying. They started knocking stuff off the Glow Recipe shelf. It wasn't Drunk Elephant this time, but they started knocking stuff off the Glow Recipe shelf. They didn't shatter anything, but they were knocking stuff down and laughing. Now this poor Sephora worker, if you are watching my video, please comment down below and tell me if this was you because, oh my goodness, she was young, she had pink hair, she had her makeup done. Please comment down below because bless your soul. She went up to the little girls and she was like, hi guys, you guys can't be doing that, blah, 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 blah. Me and my sister like, got your ass. Mind you, me and my sister, we are nosy, so we stayed right there to listen to the tea. The girl looks at the lady, the one with the full basket, not the other friend. Are you like 10 years old? Why is your hair pink? My jaw dropped. I'm like, whose kid is this? Whose kid is this? Again, this poor worker, she sighed and walked away. She didn't say anything else. That poor worker. At this point, we've been in the store for, I want to say like 15 minutes. Like 5 minutes goes by. This Sephora is like really freaking big. Somehow we end up at the perfumes together. This little girl took a perfume, the ones that look like this, not like the full size, but like, I guess like the little roll-on. I don't know exactly which one it was, but she stuffs it in like a little purse that she had. Me and my sister look at each other like, why is this 5-year-old little girl stealing from Sephora? Again, my sister with 0 balls, 0. She walks by them and she goes, ooh, I'm snitching. The one with the basket, the full basket. Shut up, rat. At this point, like, I feel like I can't even blame the kid. Where is your parents? Where is your parents? So this line was literally huge. We saw them get in line, and again, me and my sister are nosy, so we're like, let's go get in line. By the way, I don't know if she, like, took it out of her purse or anything. We walked away after that because we weren't gonna be following little girls around the store. And, like, low-key, I was scared what those little girls were gonna do to me if I snitched on them, so I just kept my mouth shut. Please don't come at me. I just acted like I didn't see it. Like, I really didn't want to get beat up by 10-year-old girls. I really didn't. And they genuinely looked like they bite, so again, I just kept my mouth shut. I don't know if I said this already, but the line was like extremely long. Like, it's right after the holidays, of course it's gonna be long. This girl pulls out her phone, looks like it was either the 13, 14, or 15 Pro Max. She goes, Mom, where are you? We're about to check out. in that exact tone. Next thing that I hear is, I need your card. Hurry up. This is embarrassing. In like the rudest tone ever. If I talked to my mama like that, I would have no teeth in my mouth. Right as they get to the register, we were still in line. Like we were just one person behind them. Guess the mom of the girl with the basket walks in. As the Sephora worker is ringing like the girl stuff up, the mom goes, stop scanning, please. Stop scanning, please. Literally just like that. The mom goes, this is absurd. You girls can pick 3 apiece out of this pot. The little girl with the basket looked at her mom, and I'm pretty sure everyone in Sephora could hear her goes, I want it all! Like, not that loud, but it was loud. The mom goes, do you think I'm made of money? Like, about to cry. Like, do you think I'm made of money? I'm not gonna lie, this was a little bit funny. The girl goes, that's what mom stands for, made of money. I was like, my teeth? All the way down to my toes. All the way down to my toes. If I talk to my mom like that, ooh. Low-key, her mom slays for this. She said, you have 5 seconds to pick 3 things or everything's getting put back. Like, mean. I was like, oh, it's getting real. Me and my sister and the worker, like, that was checking us out, we were, like, low-key laughing, and I was like, go slower, go slower. And she just kind of, like, giggled. I was obviously joking. We just wanted to hear the tea. The worker was laughing, too. She was like, girl, we see this every day. I'm like... Anyways, the girl starts crying, sobbing, hysterically crying. I don't know how she made herself cry that fast, but hysterically crying. And the friend or sister or whatever is just sitting there, like, quiet, not saying a word. And she is sobbing. I hate you. You're the worst mom ever. You're the worst mom ever. I'm never talking to you again. I wish I had a new mom. I'm like, we're just sitting in shock. And, like, everyone in the line is laughing. Because, like, the line was filled with, like, teenage girls, like, looking at this, like, what in the heck? She's literally 5. Why is she acting like this over makeup? As I was, like, tapping my phone to pay, the mom or whatever looks at the cashier and she's like, I'm so sorry, just scan it all. I looked at her like, no, girl, you're supposed to say, put all that shit back. Put it all back. I don't know how much, like, the total was because I wasn't there to, like, hear anything because, like, I was done checking out. But when I am telling you guys, I am regretting not taking a picture of the little girl's basket, but I'm not going to take a picture of a little girl. Like, that's not right, I think. I promise when I'm not lying when I say that basket looked like it cost more than $1,000. I'm being so for real. I know I seen Rare Beauty in there. I know there was Drunk Elephant in there. And I know there was Charlotte Tilbury in there. There was, I think, Burberry, her perfume, like the big one. I'm not sure. Oh, on top of that, what she stuffed in her little bag.
These 10-year-old girls at Sephora are crazy. But what's crazier are the parents that aren't parenting. So the other day when I was working, we were kind of busy. So the line was kind of long. And this little girl walks up to me. And her basket is literally overflowing. Like, the amount of products that were in there, she had to have been maybe 9, 10, maybe 11 years old, but regardless, definitely way too young to be shopping at Sephora. And I start grabbing the items out so I could scan them, and before I can start, she goes, wait, I have 2 perfumes on hold. Can you get those too? And I'm like, yeah, of course. What's your name? So I go grab her perfumes, and then she goes, can you scan those first so I can see how much they are? So I proceed to scan the 2 perfumes, and the 2 perfumes alone came out to $300. $300. $300. So after she saw the price of the 2 perfumes, I guess that wasn't enough. So she was like, okay, yeah, you can scan the rest of the items in the basket. She's by herself. So I'm kind of just like, who's with her? Like, did she come with a sister, a friend, her mom? Like, who is this little girl with? So I finished scanning all her products and her total came out to almost $900. After I told her total, she looks at me and she looks at me and she kind of gives me like a nervous kind of look. She's like, in my head, I'm like, girl, yeah, what did you think the total was going to come out to? So I see her look to her left. To the left, I see that there's an older lady who is her mom and a younger girl, which is her sister. And they're checking out at the register, like 2 down from me. And the little girl calls the sister over and the sister's like, what? Like, how much is it? And she's like, well, how much was yours? And the sister goes, $500. She said that so normal. Like, she literally looked at her and said, yeah, $500. So the one that I'm helping out goes, well, mine is almost $900. So then her sister is like, well, do you have enough? And she was like, no, but I'm probably just gonna use mom's money. So I'm kind of just watching this all go down. And in my head, I'm like, so what are we doing here? Like, are you gonna get it or not? Like, our line is long. It was literally right after the holidays. You know, the line wasn't gonna get any shorter. So then I tell the girl, are you gonna be paying cash or card? And she goes, sorry, can you give me 1 second? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So she calls her mom over and the mom like looks at me and she smiles and then she looks down and goes, wait, how much is it? And the little girl tells her. The mom literally freaked out. She was like, what? No way you're about to spend $900, which in my head, I'm like, period. Like, thank you for putting her in place. Anyways, the mom is furious and the little girl is just looking at her like, what? Like, yeah, bitch, I'm going to spend $900. Like, I don't know what you're looking at. So I'm kind of just looking at them like, what do I do? And then the mom goes, take something out. The little girl lost her mind. She's like, no, I'm not taking anything out. And the mom was like, no, you're going to take something out because what even is in there? So she's like, what even is that? And the little girl's like, it's a flower bomb. I don't even know what a flower bomb is, but apparently it was a perfume. And the mom's like, you literally already have 2 other perfumes. Like, why do you need another one? And the little girl's just like, because I want it. Growing up, if I ever said anything like that to my mom, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, because we're not getting anything at Sephora anymore, and I'm going home to get my ass beat. So time goes on, they're arguing back and forth, and the little girl kind of is just, she's not having it. She's like, I'm not putting anything back. Like, no. So finally the little girl's like, okay, fine, I'll take it out. And she takes it out, and then she goes, but that's the last thing I'm taking out. I'm not taking anything else out. Like, I'm sorry, who's the mom here? Because this is the problem. The problem isn't the kids, it's the parents. Because why aren't you guys sitting there saying, you know, holding your ground? Like, these iPad kids, these little girls have never heard the word no, and they kind of just get what they want so they can shut up and the parents can move on with their day. Okay, so then once she removes the perfume, the total was still at like $700. And the mom's like, take something else out. And the little girl's like, no, I already told you I'm not taking anything else out. And then, you know, me trying to like be nice and also get this line moving, I'm just like, hey, like, I see that you have 3 Glossier lip products, like, and they're all the same flavor, like, did you want all 3? And the mom looks at me kind of like saying like, thank you, and then looks at the little girl and she's like, yeah, I know that there's 3. I didn't know what to do. I said, you're right, there's 3, I'm sorry. Stupid fucking thing of me to say, like, there's 3 and there's a reason there's 3, so I'm so sorry. You're right. So then I just shut the fuck up. Long story short, after minutes and minutes of arguing, the little girl ended up spending $500 at Sephora instead of almost $900, and the mom was okay with that. I've seen a lot of people talking about the ways we can avoid having these little girls come into Sephora, but there's literally no way that it's going to happen without the action of the parents. Moral of the story is, we can make all the story times in the world about how these little girls behave, but nothing is going to change until the parents change.
Get unready with me while I tell you about my experience with the 10-year-olds at Sephora as someone who used to work at Sephora. Okay, so I was just on the floor helping people out, and this little girl came up to me, obviously asking if we had the Drunk Elephant bronzy drops. This was the time when they were so incredibly viral that they weren't in stock literally anywhere. So I told her that no, we didn't have them, but I have some really good dupes or alternatives that I could show her if she'd like. The second I had said that, this girl had this just look of like pure disgust on her face. This girl looks me dead in the eyes and goes, are you effing kidding me? Literally, this little girl, and she did not say effing, she said the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, they're sold out, but like I said, I can show you some alternatives. She looks at me and she's like, no, I don't want an alternative, I want the bronzy drops. And again, I was like, I'm so sorry, but we don't have them. So then she proceeds to ask me if we have the Drunk Elephant retinol serum. Mind you, she cannot be any older than like 10 years old. But I'm not her parent, I just literally work at Sephora. So I was like, yeah, we do, but I want to let you know, like, this is a very strong serum. You really probably don't need it for your young skin. She looks at me and she goes, yeah, I really don't care what you think or what you say. I want it, so I'm gonna buy it. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just doing my job, and I walk her over to the Drunk Elephant section, and as like a little last ditch effort, I was like, I just want to say this serum is so strong, even I can't use it because it's too strong for my skin. She obviously did not care whatsoever. She like rolled her eyes and was like, yeah, like whatever. So then she proceeds to make those like face smoothies, like with all the testers, with like literally every single serum, and just like make the biggest mess. And I'm not like her mom or anything, like you can do whatever you want, just like I'm gonna clean it up when you leave. So I didn't say anything, I just kind of let her like play around, walk around the store, and then her mom comes in. Here I am thinking that the mom's gonna like talk some sense into this child and say, listen, little girl, you don't need a retinol serum. But instead, the girl goes up to her mom and is like, mommy, like, can you buy this for me, please? So the mom takes it and she's like reading it and she's like, retinol, why do you want this? I kid you not, the little girl goes, oh, the worker told me I should get it. What? No, ma'am, I did not. So I'm like, oh crap. Like, the mom comes up to me and she is so pissed off. She is like, why are you trying to upsell my daughter? That is piggery. This is disgusting. Like, how do you even do that? Now, side note, like, obviously when you work in retail, customer service is everything. So like, you're kind of used to like angry people sometimes, but you still have to be like nice and respectful to the customers. So I was like, oh my gosh, ma'am, I am so sorry for the misunderstanding. I did not tell her to get that. I actually advised against it, but I can't tell her what to do. Thinking that she would be like, oh, okay, so sorry. No. She was like, oh, so you're calling my daughter a liar? Oh God. I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. No, ma'am, that is not what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to let you know that I did not recommend a retinol serum for your 10-year-old daughter. Meanwhile, I look over at the kid and she's just like looking at me with this like grin. Like she knew what she was doing, but the mom was so mad. So I was like, I'm so sorry, you know, doing all like the customer service stuff. But then she looks at the kid and she's like, yeah, we're not getting this, but like you can go pick something else out. And I was like, okay, like if you guys need help looking for anything. And she was like, no, we don't need your help. It's like, okay, I see. So at this point, I'm just kind of like letting them do their own thing. Obviously, I'm like there if they need help, but I'm not going to insert myself anymore. But I see them like walking around in like the Charlotte Tilbury section. She's like, I want the magic cream, the eye cream, and the magic serum. Anyways, they end up coming up to the counter and all she's cashing out with is the Drunk Elephant retinol serum. So I didn't say anything, but as I'm checking them out, the mom is like, how bad is this actually gonna be for her skin? And I was like, it's not really safe for younger skin. Retinol is usually for people 25 and older, but I can't tell you what to do. And she was like, I'm so sorry if I was coming on too strong earlier, but like if she just uses like a little bit, like will it be that bad for her skin? And I was like, again, I do not recommend a 10-year-old using retinol, but that's just my opinion. She bought it, and as they were cashing out, I was like, oh, you have X amount of points. Like, do you want any of our 100-point gifts? So the little girl looks at the gifts and she says, I want that one. I don't even know why I was surprised, but it was like the Estee Lauder Night Repair for anti-aging serum. So the mom was like, is that safe for little girls? I was like, again, I don't recommend it, but I don't know what you want me to say here. So she picked out that gift, and that was pretty much it. But it was a crazy little experience. And then that little girl came in the next week with her friends. Too much. There's so many stories that I have from working at Sephora with like older people, younger people, like the amount of stories that I can tell, it's insane. Moral of the story is, moms, if your child wants Drunk Elephant, just advise against it. And if you're a little girl and you want Drunk Elephant, you do not need it. You are going to damage your skin. Your perfect young skin.
Where is the Drunk Elephant? I sold my mum's credit card so we can get whatever we want. If any more rare beauty blushes in the shade Lucky?
No, unfortunately, but we do have Joy.
I said I wanted Lucky? What don't you understand? You go check the back.
Oh, that's a child.
And that's an ugly, pimply bitch. Mum, can I please get a Club Penguin membership? I'll do my chores every single day and I'll never misbehave ever again.
Hi, my name is Mallory and my daughter McKinley is a Sephora kid. McKinley, stop. Stop. McKinley's obsession with Sephora really started on her 9th birthday. Her dad and I decided to take her on a shopping spree and we spent close to $2,000. You're such a little bitch about money. Like, if she wants money, she knows how to go to the bank. I wish that I would have seen the warning signs sooner. At first, I thought it was cute that she knew every product and that she wanted retinols. But then when she started bullying me and telling me that I should get lip filler, that's when I knew she had changed.
McKinley, how do you feel about this?
I mean, my mom literally looks like a dead, white, crusty old dog that's like 100 years old, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that lip filler wouldn't help. I'm 38.
Do you ever question if you're to blame?
I mean, we gave McKinley everything she could have ever wanted. We never thought that she would ruin our lives like this.
How so?
I mean, for starters, this year for Christmas, she asked for me and her dad to get a divorce so that she could have 2 Christmases. Yeah, and instead she got me a Red Stanley when I specifically asked for Raspberry Tango. And then on January 12th, we found out that we're part of a criminal investigation because our little McKaylee started a GoFundMe for herself, saying that her parents are neglecting her, and she's raised over $30,000. Don't touch me. It's almost as if the day that McKinley became a tween, she became possessed by like an evil demon. But regardless of what she does, her dad and I will always love her.